Have you ever noticed that the more you grow, the more people seem to have a problem with you just being in the room? It's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's that the attention you get is starting to irritate their insecurities. You're feeling the weight of being chosen. And when you carry a certain light, it's bound to blind those who prefer the dark. People get mad because they can't figure out how you got the keys to doors they've been knocking on for years. They think it's luck. They think it's favoritism. But they didn't see the work you did when the cameras weren't on. Being chosen isn't about being better than anyone else. It's about being assigned a purpose that requires a different kind of strength. When they look at you, they aren't seeing you. They're seeing a mirror of everything they haven't achieved yet. The attention you get triggers their limits. It reminds them of the light they've allowed to go dim in themselves. So they try to dim yours. They try to find flaws, spread rumors, or simply ignore the impact you're making. But here's the thing about being chosen. The heat isn't there to burn you. It's there to forge you. The more attention you get, the more refined your character has to become. You can't afford to be messy. You have to develop a skin thick enough to handle the criticism, but a heart soft enough to keep your purpose. Stop trying to explain your light to people who have their eyes closed. They aren't going to see it. Their anger is a distraction. If they can get you to focus on their hate, you'll stop focusing on your calling. Every minute you spend wondering why they're mad is a minute you aren't walking the path you were chosen for. You're operating on a different frequency now. Not everyone is tuned in to what you're hearing. To them, it just sounds like noise. But to you, it's the clear direction of where you need to go next. Trust your internal compass. The attention is just a byproduct of your alignment. It's not the goal. They call it a gift, but sometimes it feels like a curse when everyone is watching your every move. With great attention comes great accountability. You're being watched because you're showing what's possible. You are a living example that life doesn't have to be small. And for some, that's a terrifying thought. Expect the resistance. It's the proof that you're actually moving. If you weren't a threat, they'd be silent. You're a threat to their comfort zones. You're a threat to their excuses. That's why the hate is so loud. A lion doesn't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep. Keep your head high and your focus even higher. As you grow, your circle might get smaller, but it will also get stronger. Quality over quantity. The people who are meant to be with you won't be blinded by your light. They'll use it to find their own. Be a lighthouse. Lighthouses don't run around looking for boats to save. They just stand there and shine. So let them be mad. Let them talk. Your only job is to stay committed to the reason you were chosen. Don't fall into the trap of shrinking yourself just to make others feel comfortable. That's a betrayal of your gift. You were meant to take up space. You were meant to be seen. You were meant to lead. Handle the attention with grace. You don't need to bark back at every dog that yaps at your heels. Sometimes your silence is the loudest response you can give. It shows that their words don't have power over you. Be the calm in the middle of their storm. When you are centered, nothing they say can throw you off. Remember, the attention is just part of the assignment. It's the platform you've been given to speak your truth. Use that platform wisely. Don't waste your breath defending yourself when you could be inspiring others. Every word you speak in your truth creates a ripple that can change someone else's world. Focus on that. As we wrap this up, I want you to take a deep breath and realize that the hate is actually a compliment. It means you have something they want. It means you're doing something right. It means you're chosen. Wear that calling with pride. Don't let the weight of the crown make you bow your head. Go forth and be exactly who you were meant to be. The world needs your light, even the ones who are squinting. Let's get one thing straight right now. If they aren't talking about you, you aren't doing enough. The noise, it's just the soundtrack to your success. People are mad because you're carrying a weight they couldn't even lift. You're moving mountains while they're still complaining about the pebbles in their shoes. You're on a journey that wasn't built for a crowd. It was built for a leader. So why are you looking back to see who's clapping? I need you to understand that their hate is a them problem. Your progress is just exposing everything they've been too lazy to work on. Every second you spend defending your name is a second you aren't building your empire. Do you want to be right or do you want to be rich? The goal isn't to be liked by everyone. The goal is to be undeniable to yourself. Stay focused on the vision, not the static.
You are moving at a frequency they can't even hear. They're trying to slow you down with words because they know they can't catch you with work.
Set the standards so high that their opinions can't even reach the floor. You don't play in the mud. You own the building. Eagles don't fly with crows, and they definitely don't listen to them. If the noise is getting loud, it just means you need to fly higher.
Momentum is a dangerous thing for your enemies.
Once you get moving, there isn't a rumor or a lie on this earth that can stop you. Fix your focus. The only direction that matters is forward. If it's behind you, it's not relevant to where you're going.
You're building something that's meant to last generations.
Don't let temporary people interfere with permanent plans.
They want to see you break. They're waiting for the moment you trip so they can feel better about standing still.
Give them a long wait.
Your best response to hate is a level of success that makes them have to Google your name to see what they missed.
Power isn't about being loud. Power is about being unshakable. When you know who you are, nobody can tell you who you aren't. Stop asking for permission to be great. You were born with the title. Now you just have to live up to the responsibilities. Look in the mirror. That's your only competition. Everyone else is just an extra in the movie of your life. Pressure makes diamonds, but it also crushes rocks. Decide right now which one you're going to be. We aren't playing for likes. We're playing for legacy. We're playing for the version of ourselves that our grandkids will talk about. Cut the dead weight. If they aren't adding to the vision, they're subtracting from the energy. You don't have time for the math. When you're moving at 200 miles per hour, you can't hear the dogs barking on the sidewalk. Keep your foot on the gas. They'll try to come back once the winning starts. Keep that same energy you had when I was in the trenches. The gate is closed. Protect your peace like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. Without it, you're just another talented person with no direction. You are the vault. Not everyone gets the combination to your inner circle. Keep the keys close to your heart.
Elevation requires separation. You can't go to the next level taking the same baggage that kept you grounded on the last one.
Don't apologize for being the standard. If they can't meet you where you are, that's their cue to exit the stage. Focus. Real focus is about what you say no to. Say no to the drama. Say no to the distractions. Say yes to yourself. The world is watching, not to see you fail, but to see if you're actually as real as you say you are. Prove them right.
Authenticity is the most expensive thing you can own.
Don't trade it for a seat at a table where you're not respected.
Your internal compass is never wrong.
If it tells you to move, you move. Don't wait for a second opinion. We are pressing forward. We are ignoring the hate. We are becoming the version of ourselves that we used to dream about. As we wrap this up, remember, the only opinion that matters at the end of the day is the one you see in the mirror. A new day is coming, and it has no room for old hate. Leave it where you found it, behind you. You've got the vision, you've got the grit, and you've definitely got the attitude. Now go out there and take what's yours. I'm not just telling you to win. I'm telling you to dominate, because you were chosen for this.
Thank you for listening. Stay bold, stay confident, and most importantly, stay unstoppable. I'll see you at the top.
The view is much better up there. Keep pressing.
Purchase my book, The Burning Bridge, Trying to Make It to the Other Side. It is a nonfiction book about escaping domestic violence, detailing my personal journey through abuse, trauma, and healing, and offering guidance for others to identify abusers, cope with suffering, and find forgiveness.